Assalamualaikum and welcome into the control system class. Now we start chapter 4. We study about stability analysis. Okay, in this case we analyze the stability of the system in two ways. First, it is stability analysis in complex S-plane, and then the second is the stability analysis using Hurwitz criterion. Okay. Now first we look at the stability analysis in complex S-plane. There are three important requirements for designing a control system that are transient response, stability, steady state error. From those of three requirements above, stability is the most important system specification. If the system is unstable, transient and steady state error is no use to be analyzed. It means no mean. There are many definitions for stability depending upon the kind of system or the point of view. In this section, we limit ourselves to linear and time invariant system. I think you have known about it. In chapter 1, we have studied what is the linear and time invariant system. As we know, the total response of the system is the sum of the force response and natural response, or we can write down the like this formula: Ct, it is the total response of the system, C force T, it is the force response of the system, and then C natural T, it is the natural response of the system. And then using this concept, we present the following definition of stability, instability, and marginal stability. Okay. First, we look at the stability. A system is stable if the natural response approaches zero as the time approaches infinity. This the way how to say the system is stable, or the criteria to say the system is stable. Okay. Next, instability. A system is unstable if the natural response grows without bound as time approaches infinity. This is the unstable. Increasing time, increasing the response of the system. Next, there is marginal stability or neutral. A system is marginal stable if the natural response neither decay or grow but remain constant or oscillating. Okay. From the following graph, we can differentiate between stable and unstable. If the stable system, there is the it responds like the blue graph, and the blue graph is a stable system. You see that increase the time, the response will be reduced, and that time approach infinity, the response will zero. But when then unstable system, you see that the increasing time, the response also increases, and then based on the formula of the response, we see that if in exponential form, we see that for the stable system, it response is exponential minus at, and for non-stable, it is it response formula, it is exponential plus at. There is the differentiate if we see from the response in time response. Okay. Next, the location of full in the S-plane indicate resulting transient response for the system. We can determine that a system is stable, unstable, or imaginary stable. depending on the location of the pool. There have three conditions of pool location that indicate transient response, which is stable. Stable system have a closed loop transfer function with pool only in the left half S plane. Yeah, it means all the pool it is in left half S plane. The second, it is unstable system have a closed loop transfer function with at least one pool in the right half S plane. If one pool in the right side S plane, the system is unstable. And the third is marginally stable. Marginally stable system have a closed loop transfer function with only imaginary axis pool. It means all the pool is only in imaginary. The condition of the pool location is shown as below. See, this is the stable system. You see, it response it is reduced by increasing the time. Natural, the response is constant, while time it is increased. Unstable, it is the response it is increased by the time increasing. Okay, and then if we see here, it is the S-plane axis. The vertical it is the imaginary axis J omega, and then the horizontal is the two axis, this is the real part. If the system, the transfer function of the system is K per S plus A, and then it respond, or it time response, it is it function, it is A exponential minus AT. This A here, this is the pool of the system. If the system is stable, the pool of the system is in is minus. You see here for first system a K S plus A, it means S it is equal mean A. It means it pool is in is negative, and the position is in left side. The system is stable. And then for unstable system, it transfer function K per S minus A. It means S equal to A. It is the positive. It means in the right side. In the right side, the system now stable or unstable. There is the time response of the system. It is it formula is exponential plus A theta. Okay. Consider the following control system. There is the closed loop control system. It is negative feedback. It is negative. There is GS forward gain. SS it is feedback gain. RS it is the input, and then CS it is the output. Okay. The closed loop transfer function, we get that if we give the symbol MS, it is equal to CS per RS, and then equal to GS per 1 plus GS has S. Let the input it is input RT, it is input or do theta, and then it Laplace it is RS equal to 1. The impulse Laplace it is 1. Okay. The transform output it is become like this. Because of RS equal to 1, it means the CS equal to GS per 1 plus GS has S. And then the response time CT we get it by Laplace inverse from the CS. The Laplace inverse from the GS per 1 plus GS has S. The responsivity will depend on the pool of MS or closed loop transfer function. The pool of MS is given by the root of the equation 1 plus GS has S. Is equal to 0, and this formula we call as characteristic equation. Okay, the position of the root plot in the S-plane will determine many important features of the transient performance of the system. And here you see in the following graph, it is in the left side, it is a stable system. It is the kind of the output or response. See, it response, it is reduced by increasing the time. And then in the right side, it is the unstable system. You see the response oscillate or increasing by time, constant oscillation or increasing by time. This is the unstable system. Okay. Example. Determine whether the unity feedback of the system in figure 320X is stable or unstable. Here is the system. RF is equal to super S or unity step function. The step function Laplace, the Laplace of the step function is 1 per S, and there is the power gain and the unity feedback, and CS is the output. And then we can write the transfer function. If we the closed loop transfer function, if we give the symbol with TS, and TS equal to GS per 1 plus GS has S, and then we substitute the value of its gain, and then at the end we get that TS equal to 3 per S multiple S plus 1 multiple S plus 2 plus 3. Okay, this we get the closed loop transfer function. Okay, next the part of the S this if we eliminate the bracket from the purpose from TS, this part. If we eliminate the bracket, and then we get that the TS equal to 3 per S power 3 plus 3S square plus 2S plus 3, and then this part denominator, or also we can say that is the characteristic equation. This in order to find the pool, let the characteristic equation equal to 0, where S square plus S power 3 plus 3S square plus 2S plus 3 equal to 0. Thus the root of the characteristic equation we get as 1, it is minus 2.672, and then S2 it is minus 0.164 plus J 1.047, and S3 it is minus 0.167 minus J 1.047. Okay, from this root, the pool zero plot and the system response are shown by the following figure. It is the left side, that is the full zero plot. We see all the real part of the pool, it is in the left side. In the left side, it means the system is stable. And then if you simulate the system using the engineering software like MATLAB, you can get the result, the response like this signal, this graph. You see that the response of the system, it is reduced by increasing the time. From the pool zero plot, all the root are located in left half S-plane. Therefore, the system is stable. Okay, there is the method how to analyze the stability of the system using pool, plot of pool and S-plane. Okay, next we look at the example, other example. Okay, I will give you another example. Okay, there is another example. Example 1. Okay, there is the block diagram of the system. It is RS. The war game S plus 3 power 2 square. Again, it is S square per S plus 3 square, and the output, it is CS. And then the feedback gain, it is S plus 5. Okay, our system, it is negative feedback. Now determine system stability using pool, plot in S-plane. Okay, try to answer. The first, we determine it closed loop transfer function. Ini closed loop transfer function. It is CS per RS, it is equal to S square S plus 3 square per 1 plus S square S plus 3 square multiple S plus 5. There is okay. next we get the CS per RS. There is S square S power 3 square plus S square S plus 5. Yeah, S plus 5. Next we get that S square per S power 3 plus 6S square 6S plus 9. This we call the CE, characteristic equation. And then in order to determine it full, the system full, we should CE equal to 0. It means S power 3 plus 6S square plus 6S plus 9 equal to 0. Yeah, equal to 0. And then using by calculator or other method, you will get S1, it is equal to minus 5.2. S2, it is it is 5.2, it is minus 0.4 plus I 1.3, and S3 it is minus 0.4 minus I 1.3. This is it full, and then we try to graph it in the S-plane. S-plane, there is the G or I, we can depend on. You use J or I, it is the same. In this case we use I, and there is two 0 minus 0.4, this one minus 1. Okay, and there is 1, there is 1.3, there is 1, this minus 1.3. okay, and is the minus 0.4. okay, it means this is the it is it full, it is it full, and it is it full. I'm sorry. Okay, it is minus 5.2. okay, minus 5.2. It is the full, and then we see all real part of full are in left. left half of S plane. Therefore, system is stable. Yes, one example. The system is stable. Okay, when you run the simulation using this system, or you determine it time response using the software, you will get that it response is reduced by increasing the time. Okay, you look at another example. This another example. This our example number 2. Example number 2. Yeah, if we have block diagram like this, is RS, this S plus 3, S plus 2, CS, S minus 2. Sorry. Okay. There is negative feedback. Our system is negative feedback. Plus, this minus. Okay, determine this step. Determine whether system is stable or not. Determine whether a system is stable or not. And the first step, equal with the purpose. We determine the it closed loop transfer function. It means CS per RS. It is the general formula is 1 plus, because of the negative feedback. It is the formula, and it is S plus 3, S plus 2, S 1, sorry, one plus S plus 3, S plus 2, the S minus 2. It is okay. We get that CS per RS, it is S plus 3s plus 2s plus 2 plus s plus 3 ini per s plus 2 ini s plus 3s minus 2. Okay, it is, and then we get it s plus 3 s plus 2 plus s plus 3 s plus 3 s minus 2. Okay, and then we get it s plus 3 s plus 2 plus s square plus s minus 6, and then we get it s plus 3 s square plus 2s minus 4. Here is we get the result. Okay, next we will try to determine it full. It is it's CE, yeah. This part it is we call CE. In order to determine it full, this CE CE equal to 0. It means s square plus 2s minus 4 equal to 0. Equal to 0. Okay, we'll try to find the root. Okay, wait a moment. We'll try to get it there. Wait a moment, I want try to find it first. this. Then we get S minus 3.236 and S plus 1.236 equal to 0. It means we have two root. It is S1 S1 equal to 3.236 and S2 minus 136, and then if we plot in the S plane, there is the I, there is the theta, here there is minus 236 and there is the 6 S0 because of there is one full in the right half S plane, then system is not stable. I mean, our system is unstable. There is mechanism. Okay, there is part 1 of this chapter. I have shown you the example for stable and non-stable system.